Hey diamonds, it's Dinah and I'm back again as your esthetician guru from London to give you some tips for being skin confident every day. I'm dolled up today because it's my niece's birthday. Yay! She knows who she is and I can't wait to see her. But yeah, I thought I'll get back to you and do the topic about dermaplaning. Now, we've heard myths and truths about it. Some people are still confused about whether dermaplaning is a good idea to do, what are the effects, and so forth. So I really wanted to touch on that as an expert when it comes to dermaplaning and, having to do that myself on my skin. The examples of the myths that I've heard of dermaplaning is it causes your hair to come back really thicker. You end up much hairier than you was before. Your skin, either becomes rougher. The list goes on of different things. Some of the things, are near to the truth. But I know the reason I'm really touching on this today is because Molly May, who was a Love Island contestant, she's doing really well for herself. Lovely girl. She made a comment about dermaplaning, which went kind of wild on the internet, where she feels that she has a beard, due to dermaplaning on a regular basis. And, I can definitely understand why she would feel that way. Dermaplaning is basically when you're using a blade. You can use a disposable blade or an actual surgical scalpel blade. In my line of work, we usually use a scalpel blade. But me personally, I prefer to use a disposable blade. And reasons being is a disposable blade, I just feel that it's just more easier to handle. It's lighter to handle. It's more hygienic. It's just my preference. But what I can tell you about dermaplaning is that if it's done properly, which I'd always suggest for people to get it professionally done, try not to do it yourself at home, because that's how you can easily cut yourself, because there's a technique to it. So what I would say is the benefits of it is that dermaplaning, it helps you to be able to absorb products into the skin. It gives you a brighter complexion. It does give you that smoothness so that when you do apply makeup, your skin seems baby smooth. And you can really have an even toned skin as well, because a lot of us, we do have shadowing due to just facial hair, the peach fuzz hair that we normally have, which is what we in our industry we call it vellus hair, which is all over our bodies. We're all meant to have hair all over our bodies. That is how the skin as an organ works, to protect itself. You're actually shaving off that vellus hair. Now, when the hair grows back, you will feel a bit of a stubbleness, but it's not stubble as in too harsh, but you can feel the hair because you've used the blade to cut it. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't change the DNA of the hair that grows underneath. So the hair that's growing underneath is still vellus hair. It's not terminal hair, which you'd call coarse hair. It's not any other type of hair. It doesn't come back thicker or anything. The reason why someone like Molly May, she can notice it more now and feels that she's actually grown a beard is because that vellus hair she never really noticed before, because she's never had dermaplaning before. And because she was so used to having it done, subconsciously your mind gets used to seeing your skin in a certain way. You don't realize it until you stop doing that treatment, because with dermaplaning you have to maintain it. So it's something that your hair will grow back. Within 3 to 4 weeks your hair will grow back. But you know, it lasts for quite a few weeks, depending on how your hair is. But naturally, it does last a few weeks. But you have to maintain it, especially if you get used to seeing your skin in that way. Once you get addicted to dermaplaning, it's hard for you to come off of it because you don't realize how hairy your face was to begin with. And that's the myth of where people get very confused with dermaplaning, is that they feel that they've been almost like conned or duped into shaving their hair, and then now they've got this extra issue which was there to begin with, really. What I would state is that, you know, if you're going to start something like dermaplaning, definitely do it within a facial. I do all my dermaplanings within a deep cleansing facial at the clinic. I always suggest that because it's quite nice. And I'm personally, I don't like to do dry dermaplaning. I just feel like you're already trying to get rid of the dead skin cells. You want the skin to be quite supple when you're doing it as well, so that the blade glides across the skin. And I find that by using oils like jojoba oil that are non-comedogenic, those oils are very good to help glide across the skin, because remember, our face has different angles and different arches, so we have to follow how the skin maneuvers around the face. So that's really important. But I will definitely, I'm going to show you a little quick video of me doing a dermaplaning on one of my loveliest clients, and she was very pleased with her results. So watch this. So diamonds, in this video, what I'm doing with my lovely client is just, I prepped her face already with jojoba oil, which is non-comedogenic, meaning that it doesn't clog the pores. I like to use oil with dermaplaning just because I get a nice glide with the blade, and it reduces you having any kind of cuts or nicks, and also helps get rid of the dead skin cells, giving you that glow underneath. My client, she didn't really have much hair. Her hair was quite fine, but there was still a significantly big difference, to her complexion. She had an even tone afterwards. And I used like a LED light on her to help her skin, you know, go back to normal, feel balanced and not too open. But apart from that, carry on watching. You haven't really got a hairy face per se, though, Chantal.
No.
Not like mine. Mine is hairy.
I've got a few, because I used the ones not too long ago.
Yeah.
I do get like random ones from my chin, only maybe about 3 or 4, which I pluck, and then I get quite a hairy top lip.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I'm actually quite fortunate. I don't.
Yeah, it's not too bad, you know. I thought you'd have more hair than this, to be honest. But it's actually very, very fine hairs. It's only, I think, in certain areas, as you're saying, just certain areas will be a bit more, but this is perfectly fine. Just want to get some more light on, so I'm going to have to keep your eyes closed, please. Sorry, it's really bright, but I just want to make sure I'm seeing everything. very bony.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you can nick yourself a little bit. So very slowly. They're really deep as well. Do you use that facial brush I give you?
Mm-hmm. I've used it twice.
Just use it only like once a week.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
it.
how powerful it is.
I used a soft, the soft sponge one.
Yes.
To like get off, I use that one first,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll use the brush, but I'm very cautious to use the brush for a very short amount of time.
Yes.
Because
Is it quite powerful? Because I don't know the speed of it, that's the only thing.
I don't want to overdo it with the brush, so to say.
Yes. Because it can compromise your skin barrier.
Yeah.
So you end up with really sensitive skin for nothing. You can
Yeah.
put olive oil on your skin and your skin will start tingling.
Mm-hmm.
That means the barrier is completely compromised. And so you don't want that.
I used the sponge one for a little bit longer with a facial cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just do the brush for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll just rinse, leave it, and then I'll put a little bit of the rice. I've got like a rice toner.
Ooh, nice. Is it rice brand?
It's a Korean
Yes.
rice toner.
Okay, is it brightening? Does it like help with like brightening?
I find it just like really just mild, and it's really cool. And it says it helps with just like inflammation and stuff like that.
Really?
I'll send you a picture of it when I get home.
So I don't know, I'm just going to stretch it, okay? About your sideburns or anything like that.
No.
You don't really have any. I mean, like, I'm just going to stop up to here anyway.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Put some hair on the cheeks, yes. I don't realise we've got like hair like everywhere. I don't see it really.
I'm gonna smooth my face up.
raised up from the steam as well. That does tend to happen. Okay. If you purse your lips together, like purse them inwards, you know how? Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Let's give me a bit more of a smoothness here. Hey Diamonds, so you've watched my video. I just realised how many times I say when I talk. I can't believe I say it that many times. I have to work on that. Anyway, like and subscribe and click the notification bell. I will be doing it on every Tuesdays. I said again. I need to catch that one. I need to catch that one. But, you know, bear with me. And thank you, Diamonds. Bye.